I did some research on the internet, and basically MinMax came up as one of the most successful sales agency in the Milton area. So that prompted me to go visit them, basically, and that was the reason I went to see MinMax.
Well, he came in, introduced himself, and asked the same thing what you just did, why we're moving and where we're moving to, and talked about our place and the market. And he was just an excellent person to talk to. Very pleasing, nice voice, wasn't overly aggressive sort of thing, and very passionate about what he does.
So he was extremely well prepared. So he had all the documentation relative to the marketplace and so on. And he illustrated to us in numbers what he felt our listing should be, and but ultimately left it to us to make that decision. So it was back and forth, and it was open communication back and forth. But from his perspective, like I said, very calming and so on, and very professional. He was prompt and on time. Anytime we had a question, I had several questions during the week, called him. If he didn't answer, and he did answer on a couple of occasions, he was back to me within 5 or 10 minutes and so on. So the communication process was extremely good. I work in banking, and I have already recommended MinMax to 2 people based on my experience, and only having gone through that experience on like over probably the last 14-day period, last 2-week period, basically. So that's how much impact Omar himself made on me, was that I was prepared to recommend him on an immediate basis. So I've recommended him to 2 people already, and I would recommend him to anyone. His mannerisms, the way he his professionalism and so on was second to none. It's probably been one of the best experiences. Now, we haven't sold a house or bought a house for 30 years, but we remember those days because in banking, I moved a lot in those years, and I sold probably 5 to 10 houses over the course of a 15-year period, 20-year period when I first joined the bank. And out of all those experiences that I can recall, this was probably one of the better ones on an overall basis. I mean, even last night, one of the agents was, I'm going to say, he just didn't. He was a bit arrogant, pushy, and a little bit pushy. He was pushing on the price and trying to get the prices of the other offers and things like that. Omar handled it exceptionally well. He was very calm. He explained to him what his process was and what the process would be, and he wasn't going to deviate from that process. And he calmed the person down, and it just really worked out well. And the outcome for us was beyond expectation.